SK Vibemaker, Rinse and Tempa Breakfast. We got a very special guest in the building, Lily Allen.
Hey.
Not many introductions needed.
Just the one or two.
Yeah. We are in a 4th album cycle.
We are.
I mean, there's a lot of artists that don't even get to their 2nd album, their 3rd album. You're on your 4th album cycle. How does it feel?
It feels great, actually. You know, I'm just really happy to be, back on the promo train, I guess, and doing the live shows and playing new material to people, and it's a great job. I can't complain.
I mean, over 10 years in the game, 4th album, looking fresh faced though.
Thank you.
Fresh today.
Yo.
Birthday and that.
That's my birthday.
I mean, is there any usual thing that you usually do on your birthday, or is today different?
I usually cry.
No way. No way.
I'm old.
Cry tears of joy.
I wish it was. I mean, actually, it's nice having kids because, it's another cake day for them. They're just excited about, sugar intake and that's nice. But, I don't really like being reminded of how old I'm getting.
Damn, don't worry, we won't mention it much today.
Okay.
We've been around each other a few times. I remember there was one time I came out of birthdays and you was on your...
J's.
Not on your J's. No.
Standing outside trying to get in.
You was on your Segway.
Oh, no,
Yeah, you was definitely up and down. Yeah, definitely. Still got it?
I don't actually. Do you know, it was Jammer stole it off me.
Oh.
Not stole, sorry, borrowed and hasn't returned.
Hasn't returned it.
Don't want to throw words like that around. But yeah, no, Jammer, if you're listening, I'd quite like that back.
Come on, Jamek, bring that back. You've always had this very distinctive voice, in my opinion. Have you ever sat down to yourself and thought, you know what, my voice is actually very distinctive?
You know what, I do think that sometimes, mainly when people say that you're not doing very well in the Shazam charts. And I say, there's a reason for that. That's because everyone knows that it's me, so they don't need to Shazam
Straight up, of course. I mean, was it always, the UK accent, that's a strong part of your vocal as well. Was that ever something you actually focused on in the beginning? I want to sound very British.
I never really considered it, to be honest. I think maybe I was quite influenced by Mike Skinner and the Streets, and I just, when I heard that album, the first album, Original Pirate Material, I was just like, yes, that makes sense. And I was starting to write my own stuff at that point. Or actually, no, I wasn't. I was singing cover versions and doing other people's songs. And when it came to me starting to write my own stuff, it just came out English. Don't really...
2006, Smile.
A long time ago now.
Oh, mate, how does it feel when you think back to those times and when you was making your debut singles and coming out?
Do you know that was the first song I ever wrote?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's a great start.
Still haven't beat it. No, yeah, it's mad. I mean, in the middle 8, there's that bit that goes la 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 la. And I remember so clearly being in the session and calling my manager because the producers I was working with were like, oh yeah, it's time to do the middle 8. And I was like, I don't know what middle 8 is. So I had to go out. It was before mobile phones, or before I had one anyway. I had to use the payphone in Manchester, call my manager, and I'm like, what's the middle 8? And he's like, oh, it's just that bit between the verse and the chorus that's not the verse and not the chorus, but not the same as either of them. And I was just like, okay. Wow. Went back in and just went la 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 la.
Simple. That's the story. That's the official story.
They've got better now. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I should go back to Lars.
Your couple collaborations with Burna Boy, have been very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, you seem like it seems quite effortless. You seem like you get along well.
Yeah, we really do.
I mean, how did you reach out? You said you reached out to Burna Boy?
I can't remember if it was him or me, but I think I followed him on Twitter, and then he followed me, and then it was just a DM thing, and he was like, yeah. I said, well, you should come to the studio. He's like, I live in Nigeria, and I said, well, next time you're in the UK, come and swing by, and he did.
Easy stuff.
Yeah, we get on really well. He's a big supporter of what I do. I think everything that he does is brilliant. He's just so versatile. He can just sit on pretty much anything.
So we got the new album, No Shame. How long in the making?
I think about 3 years, in all honesty. Yeah, it's been a while, but I'm really happy with it. I've been playing like live shows here, and I've done a few in the mainland in Europe, and a couple in America, and played all new, 12 of the 14 songs off of that album, which people haven't heard, and it's quite a weird thing to do, in a live show, to play loads of songs that people have never heard before, but people are really into it, and I'm really just buzzing off of that.
They've been receptive. I mean, the album starts in a mean fashion. The intro, Come On Then.
Yeah.
Something which stuck out to me. I'm a bad MF. I'm a bad wife. You saw it on the socials. You read it online. Mean fashion. Did you always think about starting the album in such a kind of, straight to the point fashion?
I think I've just felt I've been in a weird place over the last 3 years, I just broke up with my husband, going through divorce. I had this stalker, a lot of my, been reevaluating a lot of my friendships and my relationships, and it's felt like really chaotic at times. And I think that I wanted to really deliver that with, the first song on this record, to just be like, listen, it's been a bit mad, and that's what this record is about, and it is a journey. It definitely feels like it starts there, ends somewhere slightly more positive, but yeah, it's been chaos.
You said this album was quite organic. A lot of people kind of just came through and passed through. Did you have much of a hit list of who you wanted to collaborate with, production-wise?
No, not at all.
No?
I think it was just because I was such a mess and I was such a nervous wreck when I was starting to write this record. It was just about creating an environment with people that I felt comfortable, expressing myself to, or with them being around while I was expressing myself, and also, people that I felt like wanted to work with me, for the right reasons, not just because they were being bunged a load of wedge by a major record label. So it was like, just wanting to, because you do get into these conversations when you're in, part of the music industry. It's like, or in the pop part of the music industry, it's like people, want to solidify, like, I want 5 tracks strong on the album, before they even set their foot in the studio to start writing. And that's cool, like, if that's what you're in the market for, making hits. But and I've done that before, but I didn't want to do that with this record. I just wanted to make like a record that meant something to me. Apples is one of my favourite songs on the album.
Oh, thanks. I mean, apples don't fall too far from the tree. Yeah. Definitely heart on your sleeve type of song. Speaking about a past relationship. Talk to us about this song.
It's funny you say that you like it, because it's definitely I think my favourite on the album. I felt a real sense of achievement once I'd done it, because it's kind of like about the beginning, middle and the end of a relationship, but then it also kind of harks back to, the failings of my parents' marriage and their relationship, all in under 3.5 minutes, which I kind of feel like is an achievement. I'm really happy with it, the way that it turned out. Big up me!
So it's your birthday today, and I don't know when people are going to be listening to this. It's definitely not going to still be your birthday, but I thought we'd do this little thing that would focus on some of the numbers in your birthday without maybe telling people how old you are. So I thought
Lul.
I thought I would find 3 of my favourite quotes of yours.
Okay.
Maybe not the most obvious ones. And maybe, I don't know, you could give me maybe a bit of a bigger insight on the line. And maybe even tell me what song it comes from. You might not even remember what song it comes from.
Okay.
Okay, the first one is, whatever happened to the real DJs? Because the chick you've paid can't mix for shit. First, what song's that from?
Insincerely Yours.
Correct. Ding! I really like that quote, by the way. I like that bar.
Yeah?
I did like it.
Good.
Break down what you was really talking. I
was just talking about like corporate, shows when you like go to like, I don't know, like Bacardi party or whatever, and they've paid some girl that can't mix to DJ, and then everyone wonders why everyone left by 10:30, and it's like, well, because you spent all your money on someone that looked great on the gram, but is not really making the party pop. So.
Second quotable. I'm Beyonce. Baby, say my name. Tonight, yeah, I'm Hova. Some of you might not get it. There was some barring in there.
Oh no, what? I can't remember what the name of the song is, but I do know what song it is. It's oh god, I can't remember the name of the
Close
song.
Your Eyes.
Close Your Eyes, yeah.
Off the Jesus album. What was you talking about there?
And I think it was just like about role play, and we were talking about, you know, being Beyonce and yeah, let's not talk about it.
To all those who role play, I've never done it. Never done role play.
Really?
Honestly, never. Maybe that will come later in my life.
Yeah, probably.
Well, kind of like a.
It's
I don't want to
fun.
say. It's not.
Sorry.
Hey. Third quotable.
Okay.
I'm a London white boy repping ATL. Keyboard warrior, can't spell.
Yeah. URL bad man.
Ding!
Yeah. I think it was just like about from the perspective of like an online sort of like troll that like writes for like Pigeons and Planes or Vice or something, you know. Yeah. It's quite, I feel quite dated though now. Like.
No.
No. I'm so embarrassed.
So we got the big single with Gigs.
Yeah.
Trigger Bang. Been playing this quite a bit on the show.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the making of this song.
Well, this song came about. Me and Gigs sort of like made friends at V Festival, I think in 2014, maybe 2013. Can't remember. Anyway, and we sort of like hooked up. That sounds very wrong. We did not hook up. We hooked up. No, we didn't hook up. We, met up a couple of times back in London, and then he called me. He was like, "Oh, come to the studio." I had my swegway actually, and I went over there. And he was like, what have you been up to? I'd just come back from America, so I was like, oh, I've been making some songs. He said, play me the songs, so I played him the songs, and one of the songs was just an early version of Trigger Bang. And he was like, this is cold, I want to jump on it. And there you go.
Easy.
Yeah. I then got quite stoned, pulled a whitey, and vomited all over the studio. And yeah, that was quite embarrassing. I was like, being sick in the toilets, and do you know his manager, Buck?
Yeah.
Buck's girlfriend like got called in to come and help me, and she fed me a banana, and then I was sick all over the place again, and then I went upstairs, passed out, probably for a couple of hours, and Giggs said that he's never seen anything like it. He's like, I just walked, came in, like stormed back in again, and just went straight into the vocal booth and started singing. He was like,
for real?
Yeah, he was like, I've never seen it. It's like, no, you were very unprofessional, but also very professional at the same time.
Wow.
So I've never seen anyone like pull a whitey, vomit all over the place, go upstairs, pass out, come back down, straight in,
and just record the song. One take?
I don't know. Can't
Nearly.
remember.
It's been another big one. Myself, SK Vibemaker for Rinse TV with Lily Allen.
Yes, thank you for having me, SK, and I'm Lily Allen, and go and get my album on June the 8th. It's called No Shame.
Awesomeness.
A what?
A wrap up for camera.
Oh my God, I thought you
business.
meant a rap for camera. I was like, what is this fire in the booth all of a sudden? No.
Bars with Lily.
No one told me about this. Yes, thank you for having me very much, SK Vibemaker. That didn't make any sense. Let's do it again.
Take two. Take two.
Thanks.
My producer Aisha, she said I should do something for you. I'm going to try it once. Happy birthday to Lily. Happy birthday to Lily. Happy birthday to Lily. Happy birthday to you.